Greetings, my friends, my family, my fellow artists, musicians, magicians. Uh, Fellow veterans, I have had a wonderful thing happen this week, and I'm going to show you next week. Quilts of Valor came to me, and they awarded me and another veteran this beautiful quilt, and thanks for our service. So this is my new Samsung S23 Ultra phone, and I guess the video should be pretty good. It's supposed to be a lot better. We've got a bad rainstorm going on here today, and it's a little cool. So one of the reasons that I haven't been in touch with you in a couple of weeks is I had some procedures done in my upper spinal column. That was pretty grueling, but Kibo had his surgery, and that was last Tuesday. Allison Animal Care in Savannah. I met them 8 years ago, I guess. Kibo got bit by something here, and he almost died. I spent 10 days with him in Benadryl. Anyway, he's got his whole chest is shaved. He's got stitches there, and he's got stitches in the back. He had tumors removed. Anyway, so that's why I've been out of touch for a little while, but I have been painting. I'm doing a lot of painting. But I had got some pretty interesting show and tell stories for you today. And I'm kind of set far back. I can see, I guess this camera sets it back, so that's okay. This is a painting I'm working on, but I'll show you a few paintings in a minute. So, first, crazy story. I always got some kind of a crazy story. I've told you about bugs. You've seen the rats that died on my boat because they ate the poison down in the bilge, and they're huge with fangy teeth. Anyway, so I'll start with the product. I found this on Amazon. It's a popcorn popper. Now, prior to this, I was putting it in a little microwave bowl, putting the top on it, putting it in a microwave for 3 minutes, and it made popcorn. Okay. So I read the reviews on this, which was pretty good. It just says micro popcorn on it. You probably can't see it. I probably should have moved this phone closer. What it's got on the top is a top. It's rubber, and it's got holes in it. And they say you put your butter in the top, and as it's popping, it'll butter the popcorn. Did not like that. The butter melted faster than the popcorn, and it still was okay. So you just put enough oil in here, not so you got a puddle, but so all of the corn is coated. So what I do is, if you put too much oil, it won't all pop. So I shake it, and I put it in the microwave with this top on it, because one day I forgot to put the top on it, and I had a microwave full of popcorn. And of course, when I opened it, a floor full of popcorn. Anyway, micro popcorn. Got it on Amazon. You put it in a microwave, set it for 4 minutes. No. Yeah, 4 minutes. And you got great popcorn. And this is my popcorn bowl. This has been with me for a long time. I like popcorn because I'm trying to lose weight too. And if you eat popcorn, you won't have to worry about eating cookies or anything and gaining weight. And what I do is I mix the butter with olive oil, so it expands the amount of butter, and it's healthy for you. So last night I decided I'm going to make some popcorn. So I make the popcorn. I dump it in here, and I'm looking at it, and a big ass cockroach jumped in there. I don't know where it came from. I treat this place. Well, I was a little upset about that, so I took it out and I dumped it in another bowl, and I kept dumping. I couldn't find the damn cockroach. So I said, well, I'll eventually find him. So I sat here and ate the bowl of popcorn. I only eat one piece at a time. So he either crawled inside a kernel and I ate him, or he snuck out while I was eating my popcorn, and it was about as big as my little finger, 2 inches long, maybe an inch and a half. That's my popcorn cockroach story. Never a dull moment. So, I was talking with a art professor friend of mine, and he said, I'm told I'm gonna do a series of Spanish moss because it's all around me. Now, the story about Spanish moss is never take it home because you're bringing bugs home. Chiggers like to live in there, and I guess they're all bed bugs, chiggers. And so I said that's a good idea, but I get the bug issue. So what I did is I got some bug spray, some like Raid. I put it outside and I sprayed it, and then I sprayed it with some paint. So I've got Spanish moss now, and I actually used it for texture on one canvas, and I'm going to make a couple abstracts out of it. Oh, yeah. Good thing I'm wearing my, I guess the oil from the Raid and the paint didn't dry. So anyway, that's my Spanish moss story. So when Kibo went for his surgery, I lost the dog because North Smithfield Animal Hospital did a biopsy on my dog years ago. They hit an artery. It was just supposed to be a punch biopsy, and it was a Thursday. And when I came back I brought him in Friday. I said, he's bleeding. He's lost a lot of blood. And Linda, the owner or the doctor there, said, "Oh, don't worry. You always worry too much. Come back in Monday morning." Well, he bled to death. Monday morning, 20 minutes before I took him in to see her, he died. Sad story, yeah. So it caused serious thoughts in my head. So I took Kibo, and the great thing about Allison Animal Hospital, she let me stay in a room. The room's got a nice leather couch in it. It's really comfortable. She put him to sleep in my presence, right? They're looking at me, and then they rushed him in to do the surgery. A couple hours later, brought him back out, and when he woke up, he saw me. So he saw me when he went to sleep, and he saw me when he woke up. I felt really good, except when he went to sleep, I've had to have dogs put away. I went through all kinds of head mess, remembering watching my dogs go. Anyway, I didn't want to make this a sad thing. It's empowering, actually, because he's doing great. He's on pain medicine, and he's doing really great. Going back to my my art now. I did a painting called "Freedom Isn't Free," and I kept telling everybody it's on the site. There was a nice article written about it in the Rhode Island paper. The GOP in Rhode Island took the two articles, put them together, framed the picture, and awarded it to the president on Flag Day 2019. It's called "Freedom Isn't Free." Well, it's now posted on my website under Abstracts and Surreal. It's the last one in the line. Sorry for those people who I told you about it and it was gone. I don't know how it disappeared, but I probably did something crazy while I was editing my website. There'll be some new paintings going on. So another thing is, I never liked oysters before, but this place up here, they steam them. They are awesome. And this is a big place for oysters and shrimp. That's what's big and popular around here. So I like the oysters. I put them on a cracker. I put a touch of hot sauce on them and a touch of horseradish. They are awesome. As some of you know, the painting that went to the Vatican, Kibo helped me paint it because it was 36 inches high, 24 inches wide. He bumped into it. There's paint all over everything, all my furniture, my carpet, and everything. I had to replace everything. Well, I was painting the other day, and I'm doing a pretty intense painting with palette knife, and I had some really bright Persian blue. I was doing an underwater scene, and I went like that, and it was gone. And I looked around, and I said it had to be somewhere. Well, it was a pretty good sized chunk. 3 hours later, I find Kibo's, now the Blue Man Group. He had it all over his side. He had it on his head. He had it on his paws. So, anyway, it was pretty funny. I did the teak on the boat this week, last week. One thing about when you do teak, how I do my teak, I use snappy teak, clean it all off. It's a great process. If you've never used it and you got to do your teak on your boat, it's going to blow you away. You put one process on, you wash it off, you put the other one on, and it turns it golden. The important thing about keeping your teak on your boat is you have to put teak oil on it every 3 to 4 weeks. Of course, the first one you put 3 coatings, but then every 3 to 4 weeks you gotta put more on, or it'll turn black. So I got my new phone, but I want to let you know, several of my friends have told me they've been hacked lately. I guess there's something going on. The state police are working on it. The FBI is working on it. And phones are getting hacked. Computers are getting hacked. Don't answer emails that you don't know. Even if you say, leave me alone, don't do that. Just delete it. You can also report it to the FBI. A friend of mine talked to somebody for a while on the phone, and next thing you know, the whole ID is being stolen. So, anyway, now to all my artist friends out there, I found this great color. This is for advertisers too. This great color video on YouTube. It's called Color. Everything designers should know in one video. Color. Everything designers should know in one video. It was very, very good. So this is a 24 by 36. This is a blocked in painting that I'm going to do. It's going to have Spanish moss trees over in the foreground, and I don't know when that's going to be done. That's a village down here in Georgia. This I worked on yesterday, and I'm just showing you these guys so you guys can learn my process or see it or understand what I do. So maybe it helps you with your art. This is Delagal Marina, but this is the dinghy and canoe dock. So that's coming along. It's kind of wet, so I don't want to do anything with it. This is also wet. This is another place down here. It's a walk bridge. There we go. Hold them both up like that. I got it upside down. Walk bridge, trees reflecting into the water. And there's another one down there. What is that down there? Oh, that's a Spanish moss. I'll tell you about that in a minute, but that's going to be my next crazy creation. But, yep, these I've been working on. And there's a lot of hours in both of these. I paint in layers, as I've mentioned before. And what is painting in layers? I paint a layer, I wait for it to dry. And in my landscapes, I always work from the back to the foreground. And this, I took the Spanish moss and I tapped it around. I painted it black, but I also sprayed around it. And this is my underpainting for a 20 by 24 abstract that will be interesting when I get done. My brother Wayne, he recommended that I used to, when COVID came, I did all of these contests, and it was good for me. It was good for everybody. If you guess the name of the painting, I give clues every week, and for 30 days. And if you guess the name of it, you got a print or you got a gift of some sort. So anyway, he'd like me to do that again. If you guys would like me to do that, send me an email, post it in the bottom. Kibo's doing well. He's on pain meds, so he's kind of out of it, and I'd pick him up and show you his chest, but that'd be too embarrassing for him because I wouldn't want anybody seeing my stitches either. So, hey, I love you all. As you think, so your world is created. Now, there's a course. I took a 4-week course at Rhode Island School of Design lately. Actually, I'm in the 4th week of it. Oh, it's anyway, the book that you had to read was Inside Out, and it's how you think. Very, very powerful, very, very good course on how to think and become more creative and clear-minded and reduce stress. I was blown away. I mean, just reading the book the first week, once you realize that how you're feeling is only because that's what you're thinking. And we can choose how we feel by choosing how we think. And, you'd be driving down the road, and I used to teach my students this in meditation and in Tai Chi class and martial arts when we did meditation. So, you're driving down the road, and all of a sudden you're feeling like crap, and you don't know why. But if you stop and think about what was just running through your mind for the last 5 minutes, you realize whatever you were thinking about caused you stress. It could have been, gee, did I do this at home? Did I do that at home? And if you don't think that's true, next time you're watching a movie, and the movie is giving you an emotion, whether it's a horror movie and giving you fear, a movie somebody's dying, makes you cry, a love movie that's making you feel love or miss somebody you love, think about something like, gee, did I turn the refrigerator, did I turn the alarm on back home? Did I remember to lock my car? All those emotions will be gone. It's an experiment that I learned through this course. It's amazing. So, as I always say, as you think, so your world is created. And always make sure to let those that you love know that you love them. I love you all. My friends, my family, my fellow actors, my fellow musicians, my fellow war veterans, my fellow veterans, all. My brother's getting married. You're going to like my brother Glenn's getting married. Kelly, a magnificent woman. But listen to this. He's getting married the 3rd month, the 23rd day of 2023. So 3/23/23. It's kind of cool. Anyway, congratulations, Kelly and Glenn, all my friends, my family, miss you all. And I've been playing with a new musician, comes to my boat. He's a recording artist. I auditioned for him 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I'm doing lead guitar to his creation, Jerry. Anyway, love you all. Take care. Thanks for watching my videos. Remember to subscribe, because if you subscribe, then you'll know if I put up another one, because you get an email. And my website, LawrenceOlearyJR.com. LawrenceOlearyJR.com. That's all my artwork, and you'll get to see the painting that went to the president. There's an article. I'm trying to get it on there. My web designer is going to try to put the article with it as well. Love you all. Take care. God bless, and happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you.